Is the mic on? Okay, I think it should be on. Hello there, I'm the Rat of Mapping, and as you can already read from the title, this is a fairly urgent video I have to make about Imperial mapping, because the reason basically is this has bothered me for a while now. That Imperial has shown some behavior that I can't tolerate anymore. I wanted to make this video earlier, but I always thought I have to delay it, and because I have to work on other stuff like the Second Chance and then alternate future of the world and whatnot, so I could only make this video now. So the first thing, of course, will mean Standstill, the collab that was originally going to happen between me and Imperial, will be cancelled. I am really sorry for that. If anyone have looked forward to it, yeah, I'm still trying to get it back from him, the collab, because it was my idea originally. But yeah, I think that's not going to happen now after this video. So yeah, basically there are three main points why I'm doing this video, and I'm going to start the first one, and that is Imperial's not only toxic but also quite racist behavior. And basically it started with DMs on Discord. We were just talking normally, and then when I came to I want to criticize him something for a new video he had made, and I did it constructively. It was really good criticism. It was not offensive in any way. And then what did he do? He just called me a cunt. Then I asked him why, and then he just told me I should fuck off to Czechia. And if you don't know, I have ancestry from there, Sudetendeutsche. The region where Germans used to live before World War II, and I basically come from there, and I find that incredibly offensive. And probably a lot of Germans, because a lot of Germans have ancestry from there too, find it too. And after that he also called me a Jew, and in the way he used it, I think he's a Nazi, or at least he supports some kind of National Socialist ideology. And that also has been proven because someone on his server, on the Imperial Mapping server, Discord server, of course, said that he supposedly was racist towards Slavs, and that he calls them like piles of dirt and whatnot. And I think that comes to the conclusion with all of this, that first of all I trust this person with this, and second that it's quite safe to say that he supports Nazi ideology. And I wouldn't wonder if he would have my comfort home, the original version. And yeah, this such toxic behavior I can't really tolerate, especially because the person attacked me with it. Okay, so that was a fairly minor point though. Now to my second point. The second point being, it's this manipulation or even brainwashing, as I would call it, from the caliber this has been built up to. He is brainwashing his viewers into thinking that he actually makes really good series. And basically what he did is, basically imagine like he's a wolf, and he took sheep fur, so he would be mistaken for the sheep, and that's basically what his entire channel is. His first mapping videos were good, quite good I even have to say. And, well, what happened then? Basically he became worse and worse. I even was affected by this brainwashing. I only realized it after I tried to critically think after he called me a cunt and all that. And basically his videos got worse and worse, but I don't know, probably because you're used to natural progression, that mapping series really get better the longer they go on, but actually his videos got worse, and pretty much the apex of his badness at mapping was Erengeth, and people praised him for not only this series but also his original HOE, and called him like the god of mapping that was better than Irradiate, that was better than anyone. And I find it really disgusting what he has been able to do there in regards of manipulation. And to be honest, the only thing that's one of the main reasons why I finally decided to make this video, because okay, racists, there are a lot of them in the mapping community, I have to say that, but this is a different story. Totally. Because it affects the mapping community as a whole, and I think it might become even cancerous, because people get used to think, yeah, that's a good video, when it's actually one of the worst mapping videos that have been ever created. And then it just continues on, it will spread to other channels, and then the standard in mapping is going to get lower, lower, and lower. And yeah, that's why the video is done. And I really need your help with this now, because we need to liberate, or we need to enlighten Imperial Mappers viewers so that they finally realize they get put out of their trance that Imperial has induced them. And I have linked Imperial Mapping's channel in the description, and for the sole purpose that I want you to go to his channel, unsubscribe to him if you have to, or if you are already, and then go to the as many videos as you can and dislike them, and maybe even post under comments that praise him, that no, it's all a farce. And I really want you to do this, because that way we might actually reverse what he has done. And I think, first of all, we would be doing good things, and after that I think I can say we as a community, my community, our community, the Red of Mapping and all that, and the mapping community as a whole, I think that we can say after that we really have accomplished something. And yeah. But the worst point, which I find so incredibly, I can't just find words for it, was the third one, and it has to do something with poor Entyarr and his cat, his Fluff, as everybody, just because it's so cute we have to call it Fluff. And what he did was, I don't know how he got there, but somehow he got there to Lithuania, where Entyarr lives, of course. And I went to his house, and he took his Fluff, his cat, and then the disgusting thing happened, and he just started to fuck it, to rape it, to molest it. Blech. And there's actually footage of it, because of a security camera and he has installed, and like, he sent me it. And I would love to show it here, but first of all, my channel would get striked into oblivion if I would show that. And second of all, I want to spare your poor eyes from this act, and it's just so disgusting. And yeah, and also first of all, go to Entyarrs channel, subscribe to him, like his videos, leave him a nice comment, because not only does he make a good country ball mapping, one of the few that I actually think are good country ball mappers, but also because I think he really needs your help now, because every support for Entyarr is appreciated. Imagine you have a cat and it gets raped, molested by a fellow mapper that you even thought that was a friend of yours. And I find that really disgusting. Yeah, you hear it, I've lost my words. And yeah, anyways, I think I've got my point across quite clearly. So the two tasks that you now have to do, or that you don't have to do anything. If you want to do something for us, for the mapping community as a whole and everything, first thing you do, go to Imperials Channel and dislike as many videos and try to enlighten his viewers by leaving comments saying that his mapping actually is the worst, and then point out this video. And yeah, and the second thing, go to Entyarr, like his videos, watch his videos, watch time is also precious, and leave him a nice comment, and give him condolences for the molesting of his poor cat. And before I end this video, there's a thing I want really to punish him for all these acts, the 3 acts I've said, and because he already has been toxic quite a while, I've now discovered. Because I found a channel called the Bruneian Nationalists, and he already had, or he or she, I don't quite know his gender, basically, he also had drama with him in the past, and Bruneian Nationalists actually made a video where actually, as a revenge, he leaked Imperial's voice, his face, and his home address. And because I want Bruneian Nationalists, first of all, thank you for this honorary act. You have enlightened all of us. And secondly, I'm now going to end this video, but before I end the video, I'm just going to play the section from Bruneian Nationalists video where he exposed Imperial mapping, and he gave him the justice that deserved. So here it is.
Traut euch, kommt zu mir als Schauerberg 8 in 91448 Emskirchen. Traut euch, kommt zu mir und legt euch mit mir an. Ich prügel die Scheiße aus euch raus.